up, everyone? Jamie Velez here. Today we're going back to 2024, and I'm opening a device that never really had its moment. This is the Rabbit R1 device. Believe it or not, I actually bought this device almost 2 years ago. And yes, it's been sitting in my drawer, completely sealed, never opened, which sounds kind of ridiculous when you say it out loud. But let me tell you why I haven't opened it. See, back in 2023, late 2023, maybe early 2024, I was deep into the AI wave. I started playing around with ChatGPT. I was starting to get really, really deep into it. And I felt like things were kind of shifting, like we were starting this AI revolution. So a friend of mine told me about this device, Mike Dyer, shout out to Mike. He said that this was supposed to be a dedicated AI companion. It was something different than ChatGPT. It was a device you could actually talk to and it could actually do things for you. What I got excited about it is it had like a push to talk button. I had something called Rapid Vision so it can pick up objects. And it wasn't just another app on my phone. So I remember thinking this could be like one of those interface moments, kind of like what the iPhone was back in 2007 when Steve Jobs announced it and nobody really knew what it was. People didn't fully understand what it was yet, but there was high expectations for it. So I went ahead and I ordered the Rabbit. I was on the wait list. I waited a few months, and it finally arrived in, I believe, June of 2024. But then something weird happened. I feel like the hype cycle for the Rabbit kind of died out. Expectations were very high for it, but then the reality caught up, and it kind of fell short. I feel like the device was just early. Not wrong. It was just early. It wasn't ready for what was available at that time. So instead of opening it and being disappointed like everybody else was, I just put it away. I told myself I'll open this one day when it actually has a real reason to exist. So it became what I call a someday device, right? Something I would use eventually someday. So I didn't throw it away, didn't sell it, didn't put it on eBay. I just kind of waited. I kind of had a faith that this would one day will become a usable device. So I honestly kind of forgot about it until now, until like actually until January 2026, that's when things started really heating up again in the AI space. So if you've been following AI, like I have, you probably heard about this phenomena called OpenClaw. It's everywhere. It's on X, it's on LinkedIn. So OpenClaw is really an autonomous AI agent framework that's actually capable of doing things. Sounds familiar? So suddenly this little orange device made sense again. I recently came across an article on the Rabbit website that they actually have an interface for OpenClaw. So can now become a voice interface to something way bigger than the Rabbit itself. You give it a voice command, it executes behind the scene. It's amazing. And that's when I thought, okay, now this device finally has a reason. So this isn't really an unboxing video. It's more like a reopening of a conversation that really started about 2 years ago. So maybe the timing is finally right for the Rabbit R1. So let's check it out. So I'm excited about it. So that's why I'm doing my first unboxing video ever. How exciting. So let's go ahead and break the seal and see what this thing is all about. Let's do it. All right, here we go, folks. This has got to be the most anticipated unboxing video ever, or maybe the longest procrastinated unboxing video. You pick. Anyways, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done an unboxing, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I know that to do an unboxing, the first thing you need is a box cutter. So here we go. I think this might be a little overkill for the job, but let's give it a shot. All right, let's open up this puppy and see what we have inside. Let's do it. All right, let's do this. I hope that this angle works well. So let's go ahead and grab our nifty little box cutter here. Let's break the seal finally. Let this thing breathe. That's been sitting there for almost 2 years. Let's open up the R1 Rabbit device. Let's get rid of the plastic here. How am I doing so far? Remember, this is my first time doing an unboxing. All right, let's see. It's out of the plastic. I guess we'll pull this little tab right here. Let's get some of that sound in the video. All right, how exciting. We are actually, oh, wow. It's the Rabbit R1. It's finally open. Let's put it right here next to the Puerto Rican flag. Not sure who put that there. Maybe Bad Bunny put it there. Wepa. Let's get this puppy out of the box. Okay, this is the part where I stumble a little bit, but that's okay. That's what an unboxing video is all about. Unfiltered. I think this is all that's in there. This is just a plastic case, and so it comes in this little plastic case. It's a bright orange device. It's got all these buttons. I don't expect this thing to have any battery life. Like I say, it's been sitting in my drawer for almost 2 years. So the battery must be completely dead. How do you open this thing? I guess there's more plastic here. Okay. Let's use the box cutter. Let's keep unsealing it. All right, we're almost there. Let's open the case. If I can figure out how to do that. Okay, so it turns out there's more plastic that needs to be cut. So let's break this up. It's really well protected. All right, let's get this thing open. This is not going to be a wrestling match between the unwrapper and the rabbit. Okay. Plastic is off. Yay, there is the Rabbit R1 out of the box. It says, please peel off the mask with the sticker. Oh, okay. And here goes the sticker. There's another plastic. So I think this is the power button right here. It's the only button the device has. Let's see if by any chance it powers up. Like I said, I doubt it. It's been sitting for 2 years. Let's give it another press real hard. Nothing's happening. Okay, so we're gonna have to charge this puppy. Should I say this rabbit? This little rabbit. I'm gonna charge this. It's probably gonna take about 8 hours to charge, so I'll continue this video in a little bit. But here's the Rabbit R1, finally unboxed. And this is going to eventually be my voice interface to my OpenClaw agent, which I will tell you more about in this video. I'll give you a little bit of an overview, but I'll give you more information on future videos. So this is it, folks. The Rabbit R1, the future of AI personal devices, or at least the beginning. Okay, so I did plug it into a USB-C charging cable, and it's alive. I saw the little rabbit spinning there in this rabbit wheel. So let's see. So it's probably gonna take a little bit to charge. Let's give it a few hours to charge, and then we can play with it. Looks like it's turning on. Oh, look, it woke up. It's looking at me. That's called a rabbit vision. It looks like he went to sleep again. Interesting. Looks like it's booting out for the first time. I'm pretty sure that after 2 years, I'm gonna have to do some hardware, firmware updates to this thing. So it looks like the device has enough juice right now. So let's casually walk through the setup. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip my camera and let's take a look at the setup. So let's go ahead and press the setup button right here. There's the device. Let's click it again to continue. So it wants to connect to a network. So I think this, oh look, it picks up my nearby Wi-Fi. So let's see. I think I was supposed to scroll down with the wheel, but it's not moving. Can I move with the? Interesting. I wonder what's happening here. Select the network. I definitely don't want to select Elba's condo. That's not us. There's no reaction to the wheel here. Let's pause the video and troubleshoot a little bit. Okay, I think it might have been a little rusty since it's been sitting there for so long, but it's actually reacting right now. So let's see, I can scroll up and down. So I'm going to choose our network here. And it looks like it wants me to flip it so I could actually get the keyboard so I can enter the password. So I'm going to pause it while I enter the password to our Wi-Fi. I'll be right back. All right, I entered the password. The keyboard experience was actually pretty nice on this. It's connected to the network. Now it wants me to go to rabbit.tech activate so I can link my account. So I'm going to pause this because I have a feeling I'm going to have to set up an account and go to some setup configuration. So let's pause the video again. Okay, I just went to the website. So basically I had to set up a new account, set up my email, password, and so some basic information. And basically what that did is set up a new account for me on the website, on the Rabbit website, into this page called the Rabbit Hole. It's actually the interface where you, I guess, configure and you set up tasks. We'll get into that later, but let's get back to the setup, the device setup. So now that I configure that, I guess I'll hit continue here. I get used to this. I guess it's not a touch screen. Just hit the side button here, continue. I gotta scan the QR code. What QR code? Okay, let me pause the video again so I can find the QR code. 1 second. Okay, looking at the website, the Rabbit Hole website, I suppose this is what they're looking for. Already have an R1, go to settings, link your device. So I'm gonna hit link R1. It's gonna want me to create a username. Let me do that. Configure the username, and here's the QR code. So let's go ahead and set that up real quick. So we're gonna take the device and put it up to the QR code here. Let's try to synchronize this here. Here's the device. Scanning the QR code. Do I need to be up? There it is, successfully linked to JR1's account. Awesome. Let's continue the setup here. We press the button. Now we need to create a passcode. So the passcode is something I guess you set up on the device. It doesn't look like there's a place on the website. I already set up a password, so that must be something device specific. Oh, okay. So create a passcode, and I'm assuming it will probably be like 4 to 6 digits. Let me see. All right, so basically I had to set up a 4-digit PIN, for a 4-digit passcode. I just used the slider here to select the 4 numbers, hit the side button to confirm it, and then I had to confirm again a second time. And here we are. Now it's saying double click for camera. Let's go ahead and double click the side button here. Press and hold to talk. Hello, Rabbit, how are you? There goes the update. So it looks like it's trying to set up some updates. Again, this thing has been sitting for almost 2 years in the box. So I'm assuming this is going to probably take a while. I will not bore you with the progress. I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back to this in a minute. Okay, completed the updates. It took about, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes. That wasn't too bad. Now it's doing some other type of update. It says OTA, which is over-the-air updates, which is how it sends additional updates to the device. So this might take a little while too. So let's keep an eye on it and we'll continue when it's ready. Good timing. All right. Now it's verifying. Okay, so about 10 minutes have passed. It looks like the OTA updates are completed. Now we need to restart. So I'm supposed we press this button again. See what happens. There it goes, rebooting. And I have a feeling we're almost done here. Let's see what happens next. There goes the rabbit logo. Oh, I love when it does that. That's the eye, the rabbit eye. Oh, rabbit vision, I should say. Pretty cool, huh? It's like peekaboo. All right, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna pause it for now. All right, it rebooted. Now it's asking me to press the button so I can talk. Now it wants me to press it 2 times for the camera. And it says to swipe up to see home. How does this work? Oh, is it here? Oh, there we go. All done. Enjoy your R1. Perfect. Now what? There's a home screen. Nice. Can I talk to it? Hey, Rabbit, can you hear me? Let's figure this out. I'm not sure how I did this, but I also flipped the camera. It's looking at me right now. Oh, I see. Oh, with the wheel, you can flip the camera around. Pretty cool. All right, so let's go back. Okay, I have the cards here. Do I double tap maybe? Double tap takes a picture, okay. And if I just hold it down, hello Rabbit, can you tell me what time it is? Okay. I need to figure out how this works. We're almost there, hang in there. Okay, I haven't figured out how to have a conversation with it yet, which is the main feature. Surprising that's not the first thing that it does. So here are the cards. This is like kind of like the apps. So the settings, camera, magic gallery, timer, translator, recording, arcade reminder. I think we can use the wheel for this. And it looks like it's also touchscreen. Okay, let's go to settings and see what happens. Okay, settings, display, sound, Bluetooth, network, magic, device, camera. Oh, okay. Okay, I think the rabbit is alive. It's awake. I was playing with it and I pressed the button. I guess it takes a few seconds to activate or something. But basically what I just did is hold this down. Hey, rabbit, how are you? Welcome to life, I guess. What can you do? Tell me a little bit about yourself and what your main functions are.
Hello. I am glad to be here and ready to assist you. I am designed to help you with a variety of tasks, including main functions. 1. Information retrieval. I can search for up-to-date information on various topics. 2. Note-taking. I can save reminders, journal entries, and important notes for you. 3. Directions. I can provide driving, walking, or public transit directions to your desired location.
Not bad.
4. Meeting assistance. I can record and summarize meetings or lectures. 5. Communication. I can send emails or help you with social media tasks. 6. Image analysis. I can provide insights and information about images if needed. If you have any specific tasks or questions in mind, feel free to ask. I am here to help you navigate your day.
So there you go. Those are some of the functionalities that the rabbit has available. We're going to be exploring more on this, but I think for now we have a setup. We have a successful unboxing and setup of the Rabbit R1.